You're going to suffer either way. That's the part that nobody talks about. There is no path where you avoid pain altogether, but you do get a choice of which kind of pain you accept and take. Most people think the goal is to make life as easy and as comfortable as they possibly can. So, they try and avoid stress. They avoid discomfort. They make everything as easy as possible, take the easy road in all these little choices they get to make in life to make things comfortable now. But what happens when you make things as easy as you possibly can now, it tends to come back and bite you in the ass later on. It costs you further down the track. So there's two types of pain and suffering. There is the chosen pain and suffering, and then there is the results pain and suffering. Now, the chosen one is normally the pain that is uncomfortable now and, doing things that take you out of your comfort zone, doing things that sometimes you don't feel like doing, but you do them anyway. That type of pain and suffering and being uncomfortable benefits you further down the track. It normally builds something, it's a positive thing, sacrificing now for later gain. The other type of suffering is the results type, and that is basically making life as comfortable as possible now, avoiding the hard things, but that normally pays you back later on in a negative way. So I'll use two examples here for, they're relevant to me, which is health and online income. So for health, being uncomfortable, the pain and suffering now, the chosen one is going to the gym. It's, doing hard workouts, challenging myself in those workouts, going when I don't feel like going, not eating a lot of the junk foods that are readily available, foods that are convenient but do nothing for your body, keeping alcohol to a minimum, eating high protein, healthy foods. That's the stuff that's not necessarily comfortable now, but further down the track is going to benefit me, because when I am in my 50s, 60s, 70s and beyond, I'm going to be in good health. I'm going to have energy still. I'm still going to have strength to do all the things that I enjoy doing now. Okay, so there's an example of having to sacrifice a bit now at a younger age to see the benefits later. Of course, the opposite side of that is I choose comfort now and I eat all that junk food. I don't go to the gym. I'm not active. I just, I become a couch potato, watch TV, binge watch Netflix, whatever it is. The back end of that's comfortable now and enjoyable now, but further down the track, I'm going to be, I will face health issues, whether it's diabetes, whether it's, heart issues, a lack of strength. I'll need help doing simple everyday tasks because I won't have the strength to be able to do them on my own, that sort of thing. So, the comfortability now is going to slap me in the face later on with and I'll pay the price with my quality of life and my independence. The other thing, building an online business, the other thing that I'm trying to do now, the pain and suffering there is obviously it's learning a new skill. It's facing fears. It's, putting myself on camera like I'm doing now that I'm not comfortable doing. It's failing in the process of building that business because you're learning a new skill. You're going to fail lots and, you have to be resilient and get back up and have another go and keep going until you succeed. But if I do that work now, I choose to, do an hour on my online business work today instead of sitting and watching Netflix, and I do that daily, that compounds. And sacrificing now eventually will turn into an online income for me later on that I will benefit from. And then maybe I get to the point where, I don't have to work a day job full time. Maybe I can back that off to part time. Maybe I can, if I can build this up even further, maybe it can become my full time income and I can be earning beyond retirement age without having to actually go in and put in the physical hours at a job. So there's an example of, sacrificing now to be comfortable later, as opposed to the other way around where I do nothing and I don't upgrade my skills, and then I am working a physical job 40 to 50 hours a week all the way through to retirement and miss out on things that, I memories that I can't get back, time for my kids, holidays, all that sort of thing. So there's two examples. Either way, you're going to face, you're going to have to get uncomfortable, but one's a choice, one's a result, one's a good thing, one's a bad thing. So the question that this comes down to that you need to ask yourself is, it's not how do I avoid pain? It's which level of pain, suffering, and being uncomfortable do you choose? Is it the short-term one that builds you, or is it the long-term pain, suffering, and being uncomfortable that eventually is going to take away from you and rob you? So you don't get to escape being uncomfortable. You just get to choose when it happens and whether it makes you or whether it breaks you. And, that is the mindset shift that I have really been trying to focus on over the last year and moving forward. All right, guys, we will see you in the next video. Ciao.